always see one question crop up at least a couple of times, and that is for a hair tutorial or what my hair secrets are. So I'm going to make this one video, and it's going to have 3 parts, and together they are going to tell you absolutely everything that I know about doing hair, for me at least. So first of all, I should start this video by telling you my hair type, which is curly wavy, but it's not ringlets type of curls, it's more on the loose, wavy, frizzy side, unless I encourage it to be curly by doing a particular hair routine and air drying it. And if you want to see how I do that, then I have a whole separate video, which is actually quite pleasant to watch because it's filmed on the beach in Hawaii, and I will link that at the end of this video because it's my most recent other hair tutorial. But this video will be about how I do my hair most of the time, which is that I do heat style it because it allows me to go ahead and style my hair and have it look good for a full couple of days without having to wash it, usually 3 to 4 days, and that's what's easiest for me for my lifestyle. I do try and air dry my hair as much as possible, and I do that usually by washing my hair the night before and letting it air dry for a couple of hours, going to sleep, and then in the morning, if I feel like there's even the slightest bit of dampness around the roots, even from it being warm overnight, then I give it a quick blast with a blow dryer, and that's exactly what I've done today. So I'm going to show you how I do my hair pretty much every single time, and whether I style it curly or straight, I use the same tools and the same products because it really is all about just a flick of the wrist. That's the only difference between when I wear my hair straight and when I wear it curly. So I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show you all the products that I use. That actually brings me to part A. I'm going to take you through every single product and why I use it, because I've tried so many over the years and I do think that these ones make a difference, and for me, at least with my hair type, they work fantastic and keep my hair looking frizz-free and smooth for at least a couple of days. So these 3 products are what I like to use in the shower, and let me tell you why. First of all, I really like this shampoo. I've been using it consistently for about a year now. It's really smoothing, and I find that my hair is just a lot less parched after I use it, but it never leaves my hair limp either. Then this nourishing moisturizing mask from Macadamia is amazing. It's the only conditioner where I can feel a real difference after I use it. And then this ocean salt is actually a body scrub, but I have to say there's something special about it that really helps to clear up any buildup around my roots. And then if I ever do find that I have a lot more buildup in my hair or it's lacking shine, I like to do an apple cider vinegar rinse. But I'd say I only do this maybe every couple months or month and a half whenever I feel like my hair needs it. Then for styling, these are the 3 staple products that really work for me. The first is the Living Proof Prime Style Extender. I add this to my hair when it's still wet and just run about a dollar-sized amount through my hair. Then for the styling that you'll see in part B, I like to use the Tresemme Keratin Smooth. I like how it leaves no buildup and is just really protecting. And finally, I use the UI Finishing Cream, which has the most beautiful smell and helps to seal up any split ends or dryness throughout my hair at the end of styling. Then in part C, you'll see me use both of these products. The first is the Living Proof Dry Shampoo, the only dry shampoo that doesn't leave a lot of grayness and ashiness in my hair. Love it. And then the Beach Club Texturizing Spray, which helps to add life and body back into my hair whenever I feel like it's gone a bit limp after washing. For tools, I also keep it really simple. I've got my little Mason Pearson, which is actually the kid size, but it works great for little sections. Then I've got my little goody tooth comb, which helps to part my hair and to smooth it. It's a great little tool, must have. And then I've got my 10-year-old GHDs, which I use to both curl and straighten my hair, my must-have heat tool. So welcome back to part B. We're going to style the hair now. And as you can see, I'm not starting with any kind of amazing canvas in terms of how it sits. It's pretty frizzy. When I do nothing to it, it doesn't really curl properly. It's more of a frizzy wave. So something needs to be done to help this along. And at this point in time, because I did wash it yesterday, I've already done the full in-shower routine that I described and put the Living Proof Prime Extender in it. And I only use about a dollar-sized amount, so my hair doesn't really have a lot in it at the moment because I didn't really fully blow dry it, but rather air dried it. I don't have any heat protector in it at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a spritz. The first thing I'm actually going to do is remove my pearls, and if any of you own freshwater pearls or Nouvelle Pearls for that reason, then you'll know that you're not supposed to expose them to styling products. And I'll take off the bracelet as well. Any other jewelry is fine. You can just clean it if you get product on it. But you don't want to damage the beautiful luster of your pearls with hairstyling products. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and I spritz my hair with the Tresemme, and this really helps to protect my hair from split ends. But I really like that other than smooth my hair a little bit and add a nice kind of like fruity scent, but it's subtle. It doesn't otherwise really do very much, and it certainly doesn't make my hair greasy, which is one of the most important things that I look for from products, because a lot of frizz smoothing products have a lot of silicone in them, and so they will end up really weighing down your hair, and that's a real no-no to me, because hair is a lot of work, as you're going to see. For me at least, it's a bit tedious, so I really want it to last. So then I go ahead and clip up a little bit more than half my hair, about 2/3. And I've got my GHDs already heating up, and today I am going to style it curly overall. It's like a big kind of wavy curly that I really like. It looks a little bit like a blow dry. That's part of what I like so much about it. And I go ahead and just go through my hair with a comb, and my hair's not too knotty, so it's not usually too much of a concern. But you could use a detangler at this stage. Use this little comb from Goody because it really helps to smooth the hair, and my preference is to use this side that has the thicker bristles in it because it really is very smoothing and it helps to smooth out the frizz in my hair. And I use the GHDs and I just clamp, not too close to the root. It's not necessary to really like get in there too much, and then I just start twisting about couple of inches down from the top of the root. Just slowly pull it through. And if you hear a little bit of a sizzle, I wouldn't get too worried because that's really just a Tresemme spray that's still damp in the hair, and it's normal for that to happen because it is meant to be a heat styling spray. And what helps sometimes is to go ahead and comb through the hair as it comes out, again, to help it smooth out and keep the curl from being too tight, because I do like it to be a little bit of a looser wave. And you can see how frizzy the hair was before and just like no style, and how well this works. And it's really not complicated. Grab, twist, and pull. So you just go through and you're going to do all of your hair this way. On this side, because it's underneath my hair, so it doesn't matter if it ends up being not quite as curly as the other sections, this is exactly what I do when I wear my hair straight. So same thing, I grab the hair, but instead of twisting, I just pull down straight, comb through with the comb, again encouraging the hair to lie smooth. And then I give it a little flick at the end sometimes, because I think, again, that gives a look of a nice blow dry, and I just like the polished look that it gives for work. So you just go ahead and curl the ends only under. And because my hair is definitely on the wavier side, sometimes I need to run the flat iron through the hair a couple of times. Alright, so I finished the bottom 2/3 of my hair. You can see they're just like really nice, bouncy curls, not too done, not too undone, and they will gradually get a little bit more relaxed over the next day or so. So now I'm going to show you how I do the top layer of my hair. And I do know that a lot of you have questions also about my haircuts. I get my hair cut around every 2 months, sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more. And this last time I did have a little bit more cut off than usual. So I got a couple of inches taken off, I think just about under 2 inches. And then I got her to add quite a lot of layers, so that there's not a big difference between the shortest layer and the longest layer. That's my preference, and I always ask for blunt ends because I think that's what makes my hair look the healthiest. So the first thing I do is I just kind of comb it back and then do a part, which I can always change later, but usually do it somewhere around there. And then same technique as the bottom layers pretty much, except that some of these top layers are a little bit shorter and different from each other, and so I think I tend to do slightly smaller chunks of hair as a result of that. And I pay a little bit more attention to having it look good because those are the layers that you're gonna see the most. What the hair looks like once I'm done styling it very consistently. For me, it has sufficient body and volume at this point for my taste. If you felt like your hair didn't quite hold a style as much as mine does, then I recommend using a little bit of texturizing spray like this one. This one's my current favorite that I've been loving recently. The last thing I do on the day I style my hair after I've washed it is to use a little bit of finishing cream. At the moment, I really don't have any split ends because I got a haircut about 2 weeks ago, but usually if I have dry ends, this makes an enormous difference. It also adds a little bit of shine, and also something that I keep going back to this product for is the smell, because it smells like beautiful white flowers, like jasmine, I think. So it's really a nice product for that reason. It just makes me feel like ready for the day, I guess. It just is like a really beautiful scent. So that is what my hair looks like after my styling routine, and I will see you in part C for my touch-up routine. Hello everyone, so I'm back a few days later, and you can see the hair has gotten a little bit limp, and it's nothing horrible. Honestly, on a weekend I might just leave it like this. I'd say I can get another good 1 day, 2 days in an emergency. So I've got my GHDs warming up so I can just touch up a few pieces, and this is the point in time where I kind of touch my scalp, and weird as it may be, I kind of rub it a little bit. This actually helps to volumize your roots, but I check how oily it is, and right now I can feel that it's really not that oily. It's mostly actually a little bit limp and a little bit frizzy from it being warm overnight. So what I go ahead and do is I just brush through my hair, but I don't do it like too harshly. I kind of do it section by section. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll go ahead and re-finger curl everything, because that helps to kind of revive the curl a little bit. Just added a little bit of this Living Proof dry shampoo. It's the only dry shampoo that I've ever really liked. It really does leave your hair feeling really clean and fresh. You go underneath, not on top like here, because if you have dark hair like I do, it will leave a visible residue. Any kind of dry shampoo would, and that's just not what you want to do. The proper way is to apply it to the under layers, and it will help to re-volumize your hair and just make it feel fresher. So that's the dry shampoo, but I'm not going to go crazy with that today because it doesn't need it. What I am going to do is I'm going to apply my IGK Beach Club texture spray pretty far from your head, because it's a powerful spray. And right away, I just feel like so awake and happy. I love using this in the morning. The smell is fantastic. It's very beachy and wonderful. And then I just kind of muss my hair up a little bit. It can do with a little bit of defining. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some big sections and just go ahead and re-curl a few to give my hair a little bit more definition, especially the pieces around my face. I feel like those are the ones that tend to get the frizziest overnight anyway. And then if I feel like it needs a little bit more, I can still feel like a little bit of limpness. I go ahead and spray a little bit more. So that is how I go ahead and refresh my hair a couple of days in, and the products that I use to do it. I hope that you found the whole hair routine useful and it answered a lot of your questions. I really enjoyed finally putting this together because I know it's been much overdue. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next installment on style. Bye!